Henry Kissinger, the only person to be White House National Security Advisor and Secretary of State at the same time, has died. Kissinger wielded unparalleled power over U.S. foreign policy throughout the Nixon and Ford administrations.
Here is a man who has the poise, the strength, the character to serve in this great position.
We will strive not just for a pragmatic solution to this or that difficulty, but to recognize that America has never been true to itself unless it meant something beyond itself.
And for decades after, he was a consultant and writer who offered opinions that shaped global politics and business.
Donald Trump is a phenomenon that foreign countries haven't seen. And I believe he has the possibility of going down in history as a very considerable president.
As a Jewish immigrant fleeing Nazi Germany, Kissinger spoke little English when he arrived in the United States as a teenager in 1938.
I was kind of a refugee who had to earn a living. The idea of representing the United States as a foreign-born who had to get adjusted to a new country. In fact, it's true.
He was without doubt America's most influential diplomat of the 20th century.
So help me God. So help me God.
As Secretary of State under President Richard Nixon, Henry Kissinger was both revered and reviled as the prime architect of U.S. foreign policy throughout the turbulent decade of the 1970s.
Mr. Nixon embarks on the first visit of an American president to the People's Republic.
A period that saw Kissinger broker the landmark deal that finally forced Washington to open up to communist China, forge arms control deals with the Soviet Union, and end the war in Vietnam.
Dr. Henry Kissinger assures Britain's Foreign Secretary that all America wants is peace.
To some, he was the genius negotiator of his time, able to bring leaders together. Kissinger came to America as a young boy, a German Jewish refugee escaping the Nazis before the start of the Second World War. Inside the White House, he later enjoyed almost unbridled power. Famously flying in secret to Beijing, where he met with Chinese leadership and helped to carve a delicate path between the world's two biggest superpowers during the height of the Cold War that's still the basis of their relationship today. It earned him almost royal status in China, as was evident just 4 months ago when Kissinger was warmly welcomed by President Xi Jinping. And he was controversially awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973 for his part in helping to broker an end to the Vietnam War, although critics argued he could have made the same deal years earlier and saved thousands of lives. Beyond foreign policy, the gravelly-voiced Kissinger relished his image as a political pin-up.